Okay, it's Tuesday, June 28th, 2011, and we're talking with Terry Baum, who is running for mayor of San Francisco. And Terry, can you tell us what is one of the important issues in your campaign?
Well, one of my slogans is, let's make San Francisco the first environmentally green city in the USA. Let's do it. We're part of the way there. We've done a lot of good work. You know, we can be very, very proud about, you know, our recycling, but we've got to have truly great public transit. Transit's so great, you don't need your car. Everyone should have the option of taking public transit if they want it. And we need to have buses every 10 minutes from 6 a.m. to midnight, every half hour from midnight to 6 a.m. Because you cannot ask people to rely on something that is not reliable. And right now, the buses run so infrequently. I mean, this is really just an incredible slap in the face to everybody in San Francisco who takes the bus, that when things get hard, the very first thing they do is cut back on public transit to make it even harder on the people who are suffering the most. This is what our government is doing now, our city government and our state also. Mm-hmm. It's very outrageous. So I want there to be, it doesn't take gazillions of dollars. We get a whole lot more buses and a whole lot more bus drivers, okay? And then we have real public transit, and maybe we need to redesign the routes so it's not just about everything feeding into downtown. You know, that you can get from one corner of the city to the other without going through downtown. Also, we need truly safe, dedicated bike lanes. I lived in Amsterdam for 5 years, so I have lived in a society where there was the ability to bicycle safely and easily, actually everywhere over the whole country. And you need to have these bike lanes separated from the traffic. And we have to have them all over the city. Again, there's other cities in Europe that have worked this out. We can study that and we can do it. There's a lot of little things too, like that really gripe me. One of them is restaurants with outdoor heating. Excuse me, we're having global warming. If it's too cold outside for you, go inside. Don't bring a heater outside so you can sit outside. I mean, I would outlaw those in a second. There are so many little things that we could adjust. You know what? The newspaper used to come without a plastic bag. Can you imagine that? Can you remember those good old days when the newspaper somehow survived and got into your house, even though it was not clothed in really quite high-grade, thick plastic? That's disgusting. No.
When you think that there's a plastic island larger than a state in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, that's all made up of that stuff.
Right. I'm a great lover of reading the newspaper, so I don't want to get rid of the newspaper. I want to get rid of that plastic bag. We're really at a crisis point. We know that. We don't know if maybe even we've gone beyond the point of no return. We have to do everything possible. And San Francisco could be a role model for that. We could become a truly sustainable city, sustainable and humane. We have the ability to do that. And the world pays attention to us because we've been in the vanguard of so many movements.
It's true.
Gay rights and anti-war and free speech and civil rights. We've been there. Let's do it. Let's become the shining city on the hill. Let's show the world that we can, in fact, transform the way we live, and we will be happier. I know that. People are so addicted to being in their cars and the, quote, convenience of sitting in gridlock and the, quote, convenience of looking for parking. We've gone way beyond that. You know, parking is so bad that people don't go places because they'd have to come back and find a parking place for their cars. So in fact, instead of your car liberating you, your car is imprisoning you now.
That's right.
We can make our city different. San Francisco is so special. It's so beautiful. It's so small and it can't get any bigger in land because it's a peninsula. What a beautiful thing to be surrounded on all three sides by water. This place is a gem, and that's why we are here. But it also isn't just a beautiful gem. It has been a utopia where people who didn't fit in anywhere else could come and truly be themselves.
Still do.
And yes, and still do. But now they have to work, spend about 30 hours a week making money to pay their rent, and only have 10 hours a week to live on and do their art. Okay, I'm really about young people without any money coming to being able to come and be in San Francisco. Those people, I want them to come and stay and grow and change with the city, which is what happened to me when I came over 30 years ago.
This is why San Francisco is as special as it is, because these people come, the creative people, the people with something to offer, the artists, the people who are a little different.
The politicos, the people who want to the people with a vision, you know, who want to feed the hungry and house the homeless.
And change the world.
Yeah.
They come here.
I want to welcome them. I want this place to be the shining city on the hill that other places look at and say, yes, we can do it. And if San Francisco cannot do it, who can? Who can? We've got to do it. We have the ability. We have to make this city. We've got to find out about wind power, solar power. We've made steps in that direction. Let's go all the way.
Okay.
That's what I want to do.
We're the grassroots. We got to water the grass and make it grow.
That's right.
Thank you, Terry.